today I'm sharing my review and quick test drive of the all-new 2026 Audi A6. This is a gas-powered car, 3-liter V6 turbocharged. This is so-called E839 engine, producing 367 horsepower, 406 pound-feet of torque. The Audi decided to go with the split tail light. So the upper part, cornering lights, everything is LED, HD, matrix style, LED headlights. It's just a plastic. It's just a piece of regular piano black plastic. If you get a prestige model, you will get the third passenger screen. Dynamic. Very nice. Comfort. In terms of riding comfort, is just 10 out of 10 for sure. Hi everyone and welcome to my channel Roman Rides, and today I'm sharing my review and quick test drive of the all-new 2026 Audi A6. This is a gas-powered car, so it's not an electric A6 or something like that, so stay tuned, let's get started. Alright, 2026, the all-new Audi A6. I've been waiting for this car, I've been waiting to review this car for quite a long. And what I'd like to say, first of all, definitely it's a radical departure in terms of the looks of this vehicle. And the design is quite polarizing. I have already uploaded this video to my main channel, Roman Makarov, and for this channel I'd like to reiterate at least my first impressions and the first driving impressions after testing this video. So what I'd like to say, let's start from the looks. First of all, the vehicle is built on the brand new platform which underpins such vehicles as Audi A5, the new A5, the new Q5, SQ5 and all that models. So there are two main platforms right now. They are built from the ground up. They are premium platform combustion and premium platform electric. So basically for electric vehicles and for gas powered, or for, let's say, internal combustion vehicles, not only gas powered, because there are diesel engines available for different trims, available for versions in some of European countries. So from the looks, first of all, I'd like to say that the car has got slightly bigger in terms of wheelbase. It's 1 millimeter even shorter, but overall length is probably 2.5 up to 3 inches longer than it was before. So currently we're looking at the S-Line model. So this is the A6 S-Line package, which means we have 20-inch alloy wheels. It's 255 by 40, 20-inch alloy wheels. As you can see here, it's a square setup, it's not staggered. Obviously we're talking about quattro, and I'm not sure whether it's actual quattro with the center differential, like the Torsen type differential. Probably we're talking about the same quattro ultra, which is the light version with some couples, right? Some couplings, I mean, to transfer the torque to the rear wheels from the engine. So in terms of the looks, as you can see, definitely it's a bit polarizing, especially if you take a look at the tail lights. As you can see, so the Audi decided to go with the split tail light. So the upper part for your brake lights and for daytime running lights, or for night lights, let's say, and the lower part is for turn signals. And as you can see, it's kind of like a light bar. The light bar does not connect the upper portion of the tail light. It has its own structure, as you can see, and definitely it's a bit polarizing to see. It's like a tear dropping, right? Let me know in the comment section what do you think about this. So we have real exhaust tips, and obviously they are real exhaust tips, so they're not fake, which is really great to see. We have parking sensors all around. We have a 360 camera, and we have a swiveling camera. So the camera itself actually swivels to the right, to the left. We have the blackout badges for A6. We have the quattro badge, and it's a black. And what I'd like to say, the car that I reviewed the first time, which was a week ago on my main channel, that car was in the white color. And I'd like to say that in white, actually this part really stands out, and a lot of people, they can find it looking a bit uglier, I would say, than in the black. So in the black color, actually that hides, the black body color hides that additional lower part of the tail lights. Other than that, in terms of proportions, I think that the vehicle looks really nice proportions wise. Yes, definitely I'm missing normal grab handles. So it's not a regular grab handle, which is not very convenient. It's not your natural grab. So natural grab would be keeping the same grab handles like in the previous generation. So unfortunately, from my standpoint, it's a step back in terms of actual functionality. So we have a fixed panoramic roof. You cannot open that, unfortunately, but you can, it's electrochromatic, so you can actually You can actually change the is it opaque, is it translucent, so you can check the opaque degree. Yeah, so the front lights, the main headlights, it has cornering lights, everything is LED, HD, matrix style LED headlights. As you can see, no laser lights available. You have some functional air vents here, and that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know in the comment section what do you think about the looks of this vehicle. And let's proceed to the, and obviously we have Audi and we have A6 here on the B pillar, as you can see. Let's proceed to the cabin of this vehicle. And unfortunately, there is huge sun glare, so I have to repark here. First of all, I'd like to say that before I get into the car, I have a few questions about fit and finish and materials. So let's get started. Fit and finish and materials. As you can see, the door card is completely new. So we have this part which operates the folding mirrors, the adjusting mirrors, the heated, the power foldable, and then we have lights control over here. So unfortunately, Audi somehow decided to drop the light controls from over here and move them to over here. So everything is here: your memory seats controls, your power folding mirrors, your heated and adjusted mirrors, everything is here. Child locks are here, and general door locks are here. So it is a leatherette, from what I can see, leatherette with contrasting stitching with real walnut wood inlays, as you can see here. So it's not like a fake wood, it's actual real wood. I really like the everything else. So the door cut looks really great, I would say. The door handle, the ambient lighting, and the door handle, it is electronically released door handles, so there are no mechanical connection to them, as I can see right now. And so regular window switches here. So we have basic power seats, as you can see, with lumbar support. They are power operated, and it is a leather appointed surfaces, seating surfaces, leather appointed seating surfaces. We have extra under thigh support here, and we have a power steering wheel, telescopic. And in the back, as you can see, so we have sunshades, which is really nice to see. The same goes for the rear back, for the rear door card. Then I can sit behind myself. The front seat actually will move forward because of the comfort, function, as you can see. So I'm not sat behind myself right now because the front seat will move forward as soon as I get into the car, into the driver's seat. But I'm 6.3 and I can set, I'm set right now completely comfortable, no problem. I'm not touching the floor, which is really nice. We have a 4-zone climate control, heated rear seats as well, air vents and everything like that. So you see it is available here. We have additional, regular central armrest, 2 cup holders, map pockets. We have USB Type-C ports available there, and this translucent or opaque panoramic sunroof, as well as additional AC vent here in the B pillar. Before I move on, I'd like to show the trunk. It is power operated, obviously. It's not a liftback, it's a traditional sedan. So as you can see, we have additional pockets here, there, and there is additional put through for some long goods and materials. So the underfloor compartment, it doesn't have a spare tire, unfortunately, but it has a fixed flat tire kit. As you can see, some tools and the subwoofer for the Bang & Olufsen audio system. It has 12-volt outlet, and that's pretty much it. It's power operated. No soft closing doors, unfortunately, that's not available. I'm not sure if it's available at all for the new A6. What I wanted to say, I'd like to say that the fit and finish is not the greatest here. So you see it is a combination of very cheap looking plastic, and it's not very sturdy. So we have this plastic, we have slightly gray shade of plastic, then the black shade of plastic, then we have something like covered with leatherette. So I'd like to say, unfortunately, even though we have very nice ambient lighting, we have real walnut inlays. As you can see here, it's a real wood, it's not a fake wood. Still, it's covered, it's surrounded by a lot of cheap plastic, like right here, right here. So unfortunately, yes, maybe the previous generation also had a lot of plastic parts, but at least the quality of plastic could be a bit higher. So that's my my point of view in terms of that. So here at front, I'm set comfortably. I'm 6.3. This is the opaque function of the roof. As you can see, it is electrochromatic. So you can make it translucent and you can make it opaque, which is a cool feature, not necessarily a must-have. I would much prefer a regular roof, that panoramic sunroof that I could open. So let's get into the infotainment. This is the latest generation Audi MMI infotainment system. In terms of ambient lighting, you have interior accent lighting, so you can choose the color. In terms of exterior lights, you can choose the pattern, as you can see, for the front headlights. For the daytime running lights, you see different patterns for that. You can cycle through 7 different options here. And even though it is huge, you can see the bezel of the screen is really fat. So the fat bezel actually, as you can see, takes some space. And fortunately, aside from that, we have this piano black plastic. It's just a plastic. It's just a piece of regular piano black plastic. If you get a Prestige model, you will get the 3rd passenger screen. Unfortunately, it is a Premium Plus package, which means we don't get the 3rd passenger screen. So we have just a regular piece of plastic, which is not a premium solution at all. It is 4-zone climate control, heated and ventilated front seats, heated steering wheel, paddle shifters for a 7-speed dual clutch S-tronic transmission. We have a very nice heads-up display projection, cruise control. We have blind spot monitoring zone, emergency braking, lane keep assist as well as, but the configurability of the display is not here at all. So you can cycle through different menus, but you cannot get the map on the full display. As you can see, there is no such an option, unfortunately. So you can cycle through like radio station and something like that. But that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it. But you still have the physical volume control and track sig buttons. This is the lever for your dual clutch automatic transmission, 360 camera with swiveling option. As you can see, the camera is physically swiveling to the left, to the right, top-down view, different other options. So the resolution is really crisp. It's better than it was before, and you can enable and disable it using this button here. So you can, and also there is a camera washer available. So we'll go to the parking mode, 2 cup holders, physical buttons for the drive select. As you can see, you can cycle through balanced, dynamic, and comfort mode. Here, your flashing hazards, so flashers, your stability control system defeat, wireless phone charger, USB Type-C, additional cigarette style power outlet. And the cup holders, unfortunately, they don't have a lid on top of them. They have extra cubby here with LED. And yeah, this cheaply looking steering wheel. Unfortunately, I don't like the steering wheel, and I would like to have a fatter steering wheel with some, you know, extra grip points. Aside from that, let's talk about engine. The only engine option for the American A6, gas-powered A6, is 3-liter V6 turbocharged. This is so-called EA839 engine. It is not a mild hybrid like in some European countries. It's regular, pure gas model, producing 367 horsepower, 406 pound-feet of torque, or 550 newton-meters of torque, in paired with 7-speed dual clutch S-tronic transmission. It's all-wheel drive always. So there is no front-wheel drive version, there is no 2-liter turbocharged version. Everything is V6, it's quattro all-wheel drive, and yeah, just they dropped the regular 45 TFSI. So as you can see, V6, this is the Evo model. So it's like a next generation of the regular E8 839 engine. So the front suspension, it's obviously double wishbone suspension front, aluminum knuckles, aluminum upper control arms. You see regular piston calipers, brake piston calipers. It's not like a monoblock calipers, it's a 4 piston calipers up front, a 5-link multi-link suspension in the back, multi-link 5-link suspension up front. And in Prestige model, you can get adaptive dampers, but no air suspension, unfortunately. So 0 to 60 should be around 5 seconds, and the price for the Premium Plus model 2026 A6 sedan Quattro, $72,520. The car is being imported from Germany, so that's cool. It's a German imported car, $72,000. The Prestige model, the top trim, will be around $80,000. So yeah, let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this car? Proportional wise, it looks just gorgeous. Some, you know, questionable decisions in terms of the taillights, in terms of some of the cheaper plastics on the inside. The infotainment system is no longer that configurable like it used to be, so that's a step behind, that's a step backwards, I would like to say. So 1 step forward, 2 step backwards, something like that. But let's see how it actually drives, and then we'll take another look, like a final look, and sum up this video. Alright, it's DSG. I'm feeling something is not right compared to my S5. That's because my S5 got a conventional. Should we go to the right? Alright, I'll add a few words in my language. On the highway?
Yep. We'll just get off on Paris.
Mm-hmm. Which is the next one?
Yeah.
So it's a completely new platform. It's no longer MLB Evo. It's a premium platform combustion, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Так, ну что, друзья, новая платформа. Как едет машина? The drive select is comfort. То есть сейчас комфортный режим. No adaptive dampers here.
Prestige.
Okay. То есть здесь без адаптивных амортизаторов, они появляются в Престиже. Слушайте, ну вот в комфорте даже обычные пружины амортизаторы, очень комфортно идет машина. Она супер плавная. Руль все равно остается достаточно острым. Тормоза, кстати, резкие. Проекция, это о чем я говорил в прошлом видео, она более детализированная, более жирная. Конечно, когда ты едешь за рулем, если честно, вот эти все моменты внешнего оформления, дизайна, то, о чем вы писали в комментариях, они отпадают. Dynamic. Very nice. Comfort. Так, обратно в комфорт. Сейчас немножко в динамик проехались. Слушайте, ну машина плывет. Это реально плывет. Так вот по хорошим дорогам очень комфортно. Такие машины, конечно, надо брать на расширенный тест-драйв. Это пока вот первый тест. Опять-таки продолжаем первое знакомство. To the right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Chill.
Here, if you want to do the 0 to 60 here.
Oh no, it's green already now. Because I've got my Draggy, this satellite measurement device. So it can do 0 to 60, 0 to 100, quarter mile obviously, 60 to 130, whatever.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but not the right time. Говорю, что драги есть. Tell me, what do you personally think about the materials and fit and finish? Is it slightly step forward or step backward compared to the previous gen, to be honest?
I like the leather, right?
That's a leather, right?
This is leather, genuine leather.
Oh, it's a genuine leather,
Okay.
so it's extended leather package.
Yes.
And here the same.
Yeah. And then, so don't like this.
Right.
I wish they would have kept the air vents there.
Yes.
When it's the Alcantara, oh my gosh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
They have the Alcantara here.
Yeah.
We only get that in the S models.
Piano black is a no-go for me, especially if there's no screen. For
Yeah.
Prestige, I can understand there is a screen I can interact with, no problem.
I'll
But
tell you this, it's not worth it.
yeah.
You gotta cut that out of that. No, but the screen, yeah, you don't use it until you can start watching Netflix and YouTube and all that stuff. That's when the screen becomes worth it. But right now, no. For me, it's a pass.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this though, my SQ6, oh my gosh. At first I was...
Do you expect to have the S6 gas powered? Or not really?
Yeah. I think I don't think they're gonna make S. It's only gonna be RS.
Okay, I see.
So the RS, it's only gonna be in sedans now. No more Avants.
Oh.
Avants are done. This is your last chance to get an Avant.
Wow, it just floats. Do you feel this? It's just a lanyard. To be honest, I don't remember my previous test drive was the previous generation. Once 3 years or 4 years ago, I tested the 2021 previous gen 2-liter 45 TFSI, which is 4-cylinder. Not nearly as refined as this 6, to be honest. And the ride was a bit stiffer. Here it's totally different. So you're saying it's passive dampers, just regular coils and springs?
Yep.
No adaptive dampers, and still it just glides over. Yes, definitely feel some bumps and maybe the expansion joints.
Of course, yeah.
But other than that, it is super firm, very solid, like the wholesomeness, of the body, the rigidity.
My next car will be this.
The A6. Can I add a few words in my language?
Yeah.
All right, let's take it for a quick drive. 2026 all-new Audi A6. So we're in a regular comfort mode. The first impression right away is just drives gorgeously. In terms of riding over some road imperfections, the speed bumps, it just glides over that. So hear me out. The first impression can be really can be really, I would say, emotional, right? So we are talking about the car that a business class Audi A6. So we're talking about a business class sedan, the car that should be very toned down, very muted, very gracious, very premium looking like. And then you see this, a questionable design, a lot of controversial design cues here. So it's not something that you would expect, right? But as soon as you start driving this, you will start noticing and start hearing that, hey, actually it drives really nice. It is super quiet, and the way that it handles speed bumps and everything like that is just amazing. Wow. Yeah, it's definitely worth of the test drive. So guys, if you're in the market for a new A6, you're contemplating this over BMW 5 Series or something like that, you don't have to write it off immediately from the one of the options, right? You have to consider buying this one just because of how plush the ride, the driving comfort. It's just unbelievable what they did with this new platform. The reaction, the engine reaction in terms of accelerator, the steering inputs, everything is so softly done, is very smooth and very linear, very predictable. The brakes, they clamp immediately. It's not vague feeling. So the touch, the astronic calibration is just immaculate. I really like the way that they configured this. Like speed bumps, like nothing. Nothing is knocking in the suspension. You feel that suspension travel is enough for handling this different situation with speed bumps and everything like that. So in terms of the platform, I'd like to say that it is super comfortable vehicle. Yeah, the driving dynamics is just nice. You see the previous generation Audi A6? Probably I would prefer the previous generation, but it takes some time to get used to the new design. So in terms of riding comfort, is just 10 out of 10 for sure. Riding comfort is very balanced, is very premium like feeling. Nothing knocks, nothing rattles, no squeaks, nothing. Very solid driving impressions. So hats off to Audi. In terms of dynamics, in terms of steering inputs, everything is great. It drives like a mini Audi, like a mini A8, to be honest. So I test drove A8, S8, multiple cars, and I'd like to say that this one drives exactly like a smaller version of the Audi A8. So let's sum it up. All right, summary 2026 Audi A6. This is the Premium Plus. So first of all, I'd like to say that the looks, the design of the vehicle can be very controversial depending where you're coming from. If you're coming from a previous generation Audi A6, or if you're just generally an Audi fan and you own a different Audi vehicle, you can say, oh my God, what did they do with the beloved Audi A6? And to some degree, I can agree with you. So in terms of the taillights, yes, the split design of the taillights, it's a bit controversial, I would say. I would much prefer regular, like the Mana taillight, like a single taillight piece. In terms of the color, the black one actually hides that. So the black one slightly hides that, and it doesn't stand out too much to your eye, which I find a better option. For example, if you're ready to buy this, instead of going and buying like the white one, I think this one will be better. 20-inch wheels, very classy design. I really like them. The riding quality is just amazing. I will get back to that in a few minutes. In terms of proportions, obviously you have the hood part, you have the passenger compartment part, and you have very pronounced and very clear and distinctive the rear part, which is the trunk. So in terms of proportions and overall design, I think they nailed that. I'm not talking about design of the headlights, I'm not talking design of the grille, I'm not talking design of the Audi rings. Obviously, unfortunately, this is the S-line, but there is no S-line logo. Yes, there is S-line logo on the side fender, but there is no S-line logo there. Maybe that's cool, maybe that's fine, but I'm not a big fan of this plasticky Audi rings. I would much prefer the previous generation, like real aluminum metal rings. So it's questionable front end, questionable front lights, obviously, but it's LED, it's super functional. Questionable tail lights. Overall proportions look great, but if you go over that, if you go past that and you actually drive this vehicle, you will see and feel that it's like a smaller version of Audi A8, which I find really attractive. So I really like that this vehicle, to be honest, I just loved how this vehicle drives. It's super quiet, no rattles. Why I'm saying constantly no rattles, no squeaks, no nothing, because I compare this to my experience driving other cars, like the new GLE 450 from Mercedes, some Koreans and Japanese cars. And this one, obviously you can say, oh, for sure, you're paying twice the price of that cars, but I can definitely rest assure you that some squeaks and rattles can be had in the brand new vehicles, even some premium German vehicles like BMW, Mercedes-Benz. Here, nothing. Definitely, it really depends on the model. So, but for this specific example, this specific A6, at least I tested this one and I tested the white one. I can say that both are very quiet, super comfortable. Even though we're talking about a regular passive dampers, there's no active dampers, there's no how to say, adaptive dampers. So you cannot change the firmness of the dampers. It's regular coils and springs, and it's super quiet. It just glides over the road. So my first impression is this is the great driving car. This is a great car to be driving. And if you go past that first impressions, first emotional impressions on some hideous, I don't know, headlights or taillights, definitely there is something to be discussed about these door handles with electronic release locks. Definitely to have a discussion. The discussion can be had about the cheaper plastic here and fit and finish and the gaps in between. Yes, there are some questions about that, especially the steering wheel. But what I'd like to say, the driving comfort is just super nice, guys. So let me know in the comment section what do you think about this. And obviously, if you like this video, please subscribe, hit the like button. I'm really trying to put my efforts to show you the latest and greatest, and in this case the latest, the new model from Audi A6. So I've been waiting for this so long to show you guys. So yeah, please subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment, let me know what do you think about this car. Would you pick this over BMW 5 Series or Mercedes-Benz E-Class, and why? And yeah, again, thanks for watching. See you next time.